Welcome back to the Miami Herald's High School Football Gridiron Report. We're at Miami Central High School. This week, big matchup for the Rockets as they continue their bid to win 3 consecutive state championships. They're going up to Daytona Beach. No team has put in the miles these playoffs so far like the Rockets have. We're here with Coach Roland Smith, Anthony Jones, and Fermin Silva. Basically, this season, if you look at it, just talk about this road because you guys prepare for tough playoff runs like this by scheduling these out-of-town games. You talk about just that mentality each year to challenge your team early to get this team ready for the stage right now.
Well, this upcoming season, we went out and played some of the toughest competition we can play, Andre. We went to Hoover to play one of the best teams in Alabama. We went to Georgia to play Stevenson, one of the tough teams, for this chance to make this run at the state championship. Now this week we have to go up to Daytona Beach, Maryland, to play one of our toughest opponents that we'll face throughout this postseason, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Coach, let's talk about these guys right here because on each side of the ball, they've been two of the most exciting players that I've watched in my years covering high school sports. And, if you could introduce each of them, talk a little bit about how important they've been, not just this year, but just to this program over the time that they've been here.
Well, to my left, I have Anthony Jones, my wide receiver, athlete, guy who does everything for me, dual threat. And to my right, I have Fernandez, Silva, one of my sack masters on my defensive line. I don't know where I would be without these two guys along with the rest of the teammates.
Overall, just talk about this year because, from the beginning, everybody thought, what's this Central team going to be like without those two special running backs, Joe Yearby and Dalvin Cook. But so far, no, you've silenced a lot of doubters, that's for sure. I mean, talk about the guys that have stepped up.
Well, we're very excited about the guys that have stepped up, especially to my left. Anthony Jones have did a tremendous job for us. He plays wide receiver for us, but throughout the season, he's been asked to play multiple positions for us, and he stepped up playing quarterback, the wildcat, the running back, kickoff return, whatever we needed, a big play. Most likely number 4, Anthony Jones made the big play for us. And to my right, Fernandez Silva did a tremendous job for us on the defensive line. Him and his defensive line teammates been putting pressure on the quarterback. We've been stopping the run. We've been doing a good job, and we're going to need that this Friday night to be successful against this great team we playing on Friday night in Daytona Beach, Maryland.
Sometimes when he's had the ball, I've almost forgotten that it's not Dalvin. I mean, you guys look pretty much have the same explosiveness. I mean, you can just turn the game around on one play. We saw it in the Columbus game and a few others this year. That backfield, the guy that's not here with us right now, Cedric Miller, has also been a big part of it. Talk about him a little bit, what he's brought to the table.
Well, Cedric's been a great addition for us this year. He's done a tremendous job for us. We don't know where we'd be without him being a part of this offense. He is the leading rusher in the county. He does a tremendous job for us. Week in and week out, he gets over 100 yards for us, and we need the ball control type offense. And once they try to stop our running game, we use that to try to open up our passing game. We want to run the ball. That's our identity, our DNA. Everybody knows that. When people try to stack the box, we go outside to these guys on the wing and throw the ball to Anthony Jones, Linwood joining, Devontae Phillips, one of the top receivers in the nation.
Deshaun Mills last week, Tyler Huntley the week before, Lamar Jackson in week 1. No quarterback's been safe from this defense. Furman's been a big part of that. If you can talk a little bit more about what's made the defense click this year. They came in with a lot of high expectations, but Furman's been a big part of that, but there's been some other guys too at the core of that.
Well, I think what made our defense so special this year is that the defensive line is so competitive. They go out every day, they compete against each other, not only in the classroom, but also in the weight room, also on the field. They try to be the first one to the quarterback. They celebrate with one another. They're happy for one another. They like to see each other make plays. And then our linebacker corps is doing a tremendous job for us. They're young, but we have two of the best young linebackers in the state of Florida, and Donovan Thompson and Wayman Steeds. They've been doing a tremendous job for us throughout this season. And my secondary is the most experienced group. They've been doing a good job for us, and we need them to continue this week because this team here like to throw the ball. So we have to cover, and we also have to get pressure on these guys this coming week.
Tell us about this team because you faced them last year. They gave you a tough time for a half. It was dogfight back and forth until you were able to pull away. How similar are they still to that team you faced down here last year?
They're very similar to the team that they were last year. They moved the quarterback, who was a running back, Rodriguez, last year from running back to quarterback. And the sophomore kid that they have at quarterback is a dual threat type of kid that want to throw the ball and run around. He runs to create, to try to throw the ball, but we just have to be in our rush lanes and make sure we contain him because if we don't contain him, he can hurt us.
Coach, I look at the 2 championship trophies here in your office. What would it mean to you guys? Because as of right now, I know Booker T's also fighting to get a 3rd straight state championship, but what would it mean for this program, especially you've been around this county for a long time, to win 3 consecutive state championships and just what that means, the consistency of this program and what that would mean if you're able to do that over the next 2 weeks?
Well, that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for, records, and we know if we win a third, it would be something that never been done before. We know that we have a chance to be the third or fourth team in the state of Florida to go to the state championship for 5 years in a row. That's something that haven't been heard of. The first from down South Florida in Dade County, and we're looking forward to the challenge. You know, that's our goal year in and year out. We feel like we have a program. I have an excellent coaching staff. My coaching staff does a tremendous job with my kids, and we work and we train year in, year out. And like we say, football begins and never ends, so we do a good job of making sure we make that run at the end of the season each and every year.
Well, Coach Smith, Anthony, Furman, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for having us here at Central High. If you want to catch the Rockets, you might have to go to Daytona Beach, but they are putting in the miles, like I said before, them in Mainland this Friday at 7:30.